So guys, Bugzy Malone is being dragged through a shitstorm in the media right now because he's currently undergoing a court case. It said that Bugzy Malone punched two strangers in retribution. Apparently the rapper Bugzy Malone punched two strangers and broke their jaws after he wrongly believed they had intruded and attacked his home, the court has heard. The 30-year-old, appearing in court under real name Aaron Davis, acted in retribution. It's been said the incident happened on the 9th of September 2018 in Ramsbottom, near Bury. Mr. Davis denies 2 counts of inflicting GBH, and Manchester Crown Court heard a teenage girl and her friends, who were fans of the grime artist, decided to visit his home. A teenage boy appeared over the electric gates and shouted his name before running off. It was said that a car sped past them and was driven at them as they fled, scaring the teenagers. It said that the teenage girl rang her parents, who were around the corner, the court heard. And the boy rang his father, who come to the park believing his son had been threatened and was not going to let the matter go. The court heard that the boy's father become more erratic and aggressive as they reached the entering gates to Mr. Davis's home and started throwing stones before he squeezed into the courtyard. The girl's father then decided to follow him and tried to persuade him to leave. Mr. Davis was out in his car but was alerted by his family, who also called the police. The girl's family group decided to leave and were walking down the road when a neighbour of Mr. Davis approached them and grabbed the girl's father and asked him what he'd been doing. But not long after, Mr. Davis, which is Bugzy Malone, pulled up in his black Mercedes car. It's said that Bugzy Malone got out the car and the rapper walked directly to the family's friend and punched him hard to the jaw, sending him to the ground. She said he had immediately turned to the girl's father and punched him too with another single blow to the jaw. Mr. Davis then kicked the family friend in the back of the head as he walked past, the court heard. He said he received a call from his neighbour telling him his house was being done over and he's got to come home quickly. Bugzy Malone said he believed his neighbour was involved in a confrontation with the burglars. It was then said that the rapper said one of the men had become aggressive towards him and had used racially abusive language. It is the prosecution's case that this was nothing to do with self-defense and that the evidence will show the defendant's actions that day were retribution, is what the prosecution added. This was a summary justice by the defendant at the time when he was consumed with rage. He hit and kicked those men as hard as he could because he believed wrongly that he needed to teach them a lesson. The trial continues. I'm never normally biased on any stories, and of course this is a trial, but I feel bad for Bugzy Malone. People literally turned up to his house and was irritating him. They might have been fans or something, but how do you deal with that when it's your personal home? Of course the police was called, and then men tried to just walk and trespass into his property and think he was not going to do nothing. He might not have handled it the best and probably could have spoke his way out of the situation, but when someone's in your house, your family home, you don't think on the spot like that. If you guys want me to update you on the whole trial and what happens with Bugzy Malone, then leave a like and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell so you don't miss it.